It starts on a Tuesday. You're sitting in a coffee shop in Karachi when your phone dies. Not low battery, not airplane mode, just dead. You plug in your charger. Nothing. The guy at the next table is staring at his screen too. Then the barista. Then everyone. Someone says their iPhone is gone. Someone else says their Android won't turn on. You laugh nervously. Server issue, you tell yourself. You walk outside. The traffic lights are still working. The city looks normal. But every single person on the street is holding a black screen. By hour 3, the silence hits different. No calls, no messages, no internet. You try to find a payphone. You forgot those don't exist anymore. You drive to your parents' house. Your mother is standing at the window, looking out at the street. She hasn't heard from your brother in 6 hours. He lives across the city. You don't say it out loud, but you're scared. Not because the phone is gone, because you realize how much of your life lived inside it. Your bank app, your maps, your contacts. You don't even remember your best friend's number. You haven't memorized a number since 2009. The government makes an announcement. Not on TV. On TV. Because that's the only thing still working. A man in a suit says it's a coordinated global infrastructure attack. He says it calmly. His hands are shaking. All cellular networks and satellite communication systems have been simultaneously disrupted. He pauses. We do not yet know who is responsible. The power in your neighborhood flickers, comes back on, flickers again. Your neighbor starts filling buckets with water. You ask him why. He says, phones went first, power's next. You go home and fill every container you can find. By day 4, the hospitals are struggling. Not because people are injured, because the systems that track medication, patient records, surgery schedules, all of it ran on connected software. Doctors are writing on paper. Nurses are running between floors with handwritten notes. A man in your building has a heart condition. His pacemaker connects to a monitoring app. The app is dead. He's fine, for now, but his wife doesn't sleep that night. You watch from your balcony as a line forms outside the bank, 2 blocks long, because no one can access their money digitally. The ATMs are dark. Cash is king again, and most people have less than 2,000 rupees in their wallet. By week 1, cities start splitting. Not by country, not by politics, by who has resources and who doesn't. The wealthy neighborhoods hire private security. They stock food, generators, diesel. They build walls with money you can still touch. The rest of the city improvises. Markets switch to barter. A bag of rice for a tank of petrol. A doctor's visit for 3 days of labor. You find a radio, old, analog, your grandfather's. You pick up transmissions from Dubai, from London, from New York. Same situation everywhere. The entire world went dark at the same moment, 4:17 a.m. GMT. Someone planned this. Someone waited for the exact second when every network was synchronized, and they pulled the plug. By week 2, new leaders emerge. Not presidents, not generals, the people who knew how to live without screens. Farmers, mechanics, electricians, nurses who trained before digital records. The software engineers are useless now. The social media managers, the crypto traders, the app developers, all of their skills gone. The man who runs the generator repair shop in your neighborhood becomes the most important person on your street. You used to walk past him every day without looking up from your phone. Now you bring him food. He keeps the lights on. You learn things you never thought you'd need.
how to preserve food without a fridge, how to read a paper map, how to trust a stranger's face instead of their profile. Something is breaking inside you, but something else is waking up. Day 19. You're on the roof with your grandfather's radio, scanning frequencies, like you do every night now. And then you hear it. A voice, clear, calm, speaking in English. This is not an accident. This is not an attack. This is a reset. The systems will return in 11 days. What you build in those 11 days, that is what matters. The question was never, could you survive without the phone? The question was, who are you without it? Static. Gone. Day 30. The phones come back. All at once, same as they left. Screens light up across the city like stars turning on. The notifications flood in. 30 days of messages, news alerts, missed calls. People cry. People cheer. Within 6 hours, everyone is scrolling again. Within 24 hours, most people act like it never happened. New memes, new dramas, new content. The world moves on at the speed of a swipe. But you don't open your apps. Not yet. You sit at your kitchen table, across from your neighbor, the one you'd never spoken to before all this. You're drinking chai together, something you started on day 3 when you had nothing else to do. Your phone buzzes on the table. You both look at it, then at each other. You turn it face down. Pour another cup. 3 months later, a report comes out. 41 days of zero global communication. Economic loss, $4 trillion. Deaths from disrupted medical systems, over 200,000. Cause, never officially confirmed. Suspects, a coalition of rogue state actors, or a single AI system that decided to run an experiment. You read the report on your phone, on the same app you use to read everything else. The world didn't change, not structurally, not permanently. The systems came back, the habits came back, the addiction came back. But here's what they don't put in the report. In 12 countries, community networks formed during the blackout and never dissolved. In your city, neighborhood councils that started meeting without phones still meet every Friday. And in a coffee shop in Karachi, there's a corkboard on the wall, full of handwritten notes, numbers, names, skills offered, help needed. No algorithm, no feed, no likes, just people finding each other the way they used to. The phone is back in your pocket, but it's lighter now because you finally know it was never the most important thing you had. You were.